Up next from North America, it's Noobs, Skullface, Almond. They are Fnatic!
And that is even when he's dead, that guy does not shut up. He is continuously calming. He is helping his team to maneuver on through. And in a weird end game like that, you got to imagine it was helpful.
Oh yeah, 100%. The fact that he says that he scams, by the way, and that the Falcons still come out on top is just ridiculous at this point. But oh my lord, look at this. His team destroy, trying full send Team Zix. Zix gets damage on absolutely everybody. And then his two teammates help with the trade out. And who's going to actually fall here? Because Raul goes massive and pulls down two of the Team Zix players. A huge trade that keeps the Team Destroy in it and leaves Team Zix absolutely scrambling.
And look at that! Off of the first drop out of the plane, we're getting mixed-ing, we're seeing contests. Game number 3, Team Zix, I believe, is fully eliminated.
They are indeed. I mean, I'll be honest, I thought Team Zix had Team Destroy there. I thought that they pushed a little bit too aggressively. Nate Dogg in particular gets caught, gets damaged. Zix picks up quite a bit of damage himself, but then the fact that that's all traded out by Raul just puts Team Zix in the blender, and they are out of here, ladies and gentlemen, in map 3. We move on over Chemical Engineering, our next spot, as we've got the new Icons looking to contest the Singapore Syndicate.
New Icons sitting there, but hey, Team Falcons coming back off of that win, feeling great. They spot Miami Heretics over at these tents area. Some very solid shots. Over in the prison, though, it's Guild. We saw them kind of hold down this area until Fnatic usurped the throne, looking to continue that, but I don't know, you got Izun not too far away. Rodrigo finds 2 and the confirmation, being able to fly on in, but it looks like maybe for now, Guild is still alive. Actually, no, I'm mistaken. Guild has been eliminated.
I'm not sure what goes in there, but it is a complete breakdown. The 2 players from Guild that we get to see on our screens get dropped. AJ's in the back. He's trying to just stay alive, even though he's on the deck, and the timer eventually ticks on through. Guild Esports out of here, 2 teams already. We spoke about this in the earlier maps. The pace at which we are moving in these finals is absolutely unprecedented, seeing these sides be ruthless across the board.
Man, we saw some contests in those first 2 games, but I feel like it took game number 3. People are winning these contests now.
Yeah.
We're seeing them completely wipe teams, not just put 2 of them into the dirt, as we see yet again, Squad 8, that's Team Destroy. They started off hot, they were feeling good. They are also eliminated out of the map. Blink of an eye here to start map number 3, and we are already losing teams left and right. The Falcons have moved on up from Stronghold to that living quarters. We know they like to stay here. Fnatic on the other side at Factory, and a little bit of a tussle.
They are indeed. Here's the Twisted Mind, second against third, fighting for control here over this Factory landmark, and just trying to anti-air gun Smith out of the sky. He will get himself down, and Aiden's actually going to provide coverage over the back, because I was worried for a second there. Noobs manages to land some shots. Aiden actually finds Skullface and Noobs as well. So Altman trying to just play his anchor, but also trying to clean on up. And this is exactly why, ladies and gentlemen, your anchor role is so important. We've already seen 3 squads wiped off the map, and it's just because of Altman sitting off there towards the tower, over by headquarters, that Fnatic stay in this one.
And you even see it in those player cams. Skullface gets ripped. Aiden just is able to line it on up with that Holger, and just rips the bullets on through. He's a little bit in disbelief that that happens.
Oh, yeah.
And Altman, is left alone up here. You have to wait for the 2 players to get back on in. Thankfully, Resurgence very much still active as we're in zone 1, but still a little bit of a regain for 2/3 of Fnatic.
Oh, and Ullman, though, hits a beauty. Skullface will trade that out. Essentially a 3-2-1 if you've ever seen one. Can you get the elbow? Yes, you can. Limax out of here. Feels like Na'Vi have been in a bit of a blender every single time we see them. Ullman proving his worth up on the top. And Twisted Mind's continuing to move. Aiden finds his 3rd. Actually takes a bit of damage, so he's just going to have to take a moment here, but Go Knight looking to get aggressive in Factory.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at the kills across the board, Twisted Mind currently sitting on 6, Fnatic on 7, so maybe even it's been aggro, you're going down. You're still finding those early eliminations, and I know that's what they love to have. Still over here at Industry, though, it is AB Wiz. They are known for holding down this area, and so far, it's looking maybe like they're able to stay alive, but you got a team underneath you in the Icons that are trying to maybe create some space. A little bit of a moment right now if you are AB Wiz.
Well, the thing is, the Icons have decided to hold Bio because Stuo's up there by himself. Vitality continue to be in just a complete blender, and Icons actually don't want to leave this to chance. Icons want to get very aggressive. They find Stuo, they remove him from the board, and as Vitality members try and come back on in, landing around Industry, they are in a shambles right now, trying to find their way into this finals. But new Icons, another squad that continue to impress. By the way, kill feed, I'm seeing Falcons picking up kills on Fnatic.
Wow, that is what we like to see. Maybe a little bit of a revenge there from that last game coming online. We lose another squad into the mix of that, though. Vitality taken on out. So, man, I can't believe it. We're already here into the top 10, Enigma, and it is looking so spicy to kick us on out. We are looking for number 8. That's the next place we would like to get to. That is our 1.2 multiplier. That's where finally some of your eliminations start to kind of mean a little bit more.
Yeah, it's when it becomes everything a bit more valuable. Intex looking to push on through Chem here. You will have the new Icons underneath him, and those loadouts might well be baited out if he so wishes. And Skullface, by the way, in the kill feed, picking up Hisoka. Believe here fighting with Trevs. Believe loses that. Dongi and Intex trying to look on out over this. And although you do have a moment of reprieve, a moment to reset, you're trying to bring your teammate back on in, you're worried about potentially getting pushed by the new Icons, and honestly, I think you fly, you find yourself a new position to base yourself from.
Yeah, I think it's that ability to read that we need to quickly get away from here. We need to rotate out that is leading to some of these team success. So I like when we have a team like the new Icons, they're coming here together, they make that type of read. Now let's take a look at an event that we had happen on earlier in the map, because it was really intense. As we see Hard Trevs finding Intex, we see Believe get taken up by another. Yeah, here's this replay that we're going to talk about. Yeah, that was Guild down in the showers trying to fly on through to find Vitality. A really crucial moment in the game.
Yeah, seeing exactly why Vitality are struggling. Guild doing a better job of holding on to the prison, something that they've struggled with in earlier rounds. We saw them go out very early last map, in fact, so it's a better start from them. And, well, they need to pop off, quite frankly, because we're seeing 3 teams in particular run away with this one. You don't want to be chasing the pack too long. You don't want to be making it a situation where you're under a lot of pressure to pick up the pace. Knight takes a sniper bullet from somewhere. You've got to assume that's Almond still sat in his tower away in headquarters. But for now, a moment to breathe, and that's nice for once, Dandro.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like we've been non-stop action. I spoke way too soon. Biffle lurking down in the bottom of Factory, but you got 2 members of Twisted Minds who fly on through, take the 2v1, make it a nice, clean elimination. A-okay, though, we still have Resurgence up for just a moment here. Biffle will be able to get back on in. Falcons, you know, we haven't seen a lot of them this map, but as I say that, they have 6 eliminations, so it's not too bad. You know, it's not like they're having a stinker map. They definitely are trying to set themselves up for that end game.
That's exactly what they do. We'll come back to that in just a moment, because JTech here has company in the name of Team Eisund, and he's just trying to stay alive. Has done a fantastic job, actually, and will potentially have some support here. JTech looking to look down over this. Eisund will both crack each other, and JTech, the fact that he stays alive and makes that play is huge, because it will give them control of Harbor, and they also have a massive region here to loot on out, set themselves for the coming end game, because the next team anywhere near them is actually going to be Factory, and that is Twisted Minds.
And one kind of little low-key thing to note about that fight, you're able to win that. You saw that other player from Omit flying back on in. We kind of talk about the regains sometimes when that has to happen. Taking down a player and then being able to immediately grab their loot to get that third teammate right back into the game to let you keep moving around the map is so crucial, especially when you have teams like Twisted Minds who are looking to start getting aggressive. Aiden opens the door, was looking through that. Knight playing on the outside, good armor break, will be able to bring down Tenix and has the opportunity to drop down behind the staircase, provide him some cover. Aiden is there, we'll drop the smoke so that way they can go on down, maybe decide, do we want to push this, or are we just going to kind of continue to hold this red roof building?
I mean, we spoke a little bit before the show, Dandro, about Omit talking about how they feel confident about the game plan. I love the decision-making after that. They lose their player, they back on off towards the Harbor side, making themselves safe, giving themselves an opportunity to reset before Twisted Minds come again. Na'Vi, who it feels like every time we see them are in trouble, lose Levi and Limax. They're 2 superstars through this tournament thus far. They're getting squeezed by the Falcons, and just as Levi and Limax get themselves back up, Biffle and Soka clean things out. And yes, it feels like it's been like a not big pop-off performance thus far in this map from the Falcons. They're on 9 kills, Dandro. They're just behind our leaders.
Yeah, they are 1 elimination behind Fnatic and Twisted Mind, who are currently at 10 and 11 respectively. I thought we were about to see some really solid team fight there between Na'Vi and the Falcons just come on through and, well, absolutely slam Na'Vi.
Slam them straight out of map 3. We will see you in 4, gentlemen, as we continue our reign of terror. Stronghold isn't available to them anymore, so they've decided they want Control Center. And you can hear the fans in the STC arena getting behind their boys, and I believe that we are going to get to watch a little replay here of Biffle going absolutely massive in Control.
Yeah, Biffle's been a real key player today, and yeah, you can see that Levi was trying to go for the self. He's able to pop it off, but just Biffle is there. We'll be able to bring him on down after that self-revive does get popped. So no opportunity for Na'Vi to stay alive. And as Hard Trebs flies on in, Twisted Minds, they'll get gifted elimination and take another squad out of the lobby.
And we're into our top 8, so we are onto our 1.2 multiplier. Resurgence obviously disabled at this point, so this is where every single kill becomes that little bit more important, a little bit more ace brick in your path to success. Oki trying to pick up cams, and Team Abwiz finally seeing a bit of success here, trying to control that dock region, but now they've got to figure out their rotation towards prison. You're hoping no one's on the rooftop, and they might well have a window, but look who's not very far away. Team Falcons will have to get through the Singapore Syndicate first, though, and they actually have Team Fnatic shooting at them from top prison.
This is just wild, some of the positioning we're seeing from some of our top teams. You know, sometimes we won't see them have to go at it till the end game, but for right now, it could be a clash of the Titans. Falcons, the smokes are out, trying to be able to give them the opportunity to go through the rotation, but they're taking a lot of damage while it's happening. Have to back on up. Team AB Wiz, they're in prime position to really gatekeep right now. We see the mobile buy station get flown on in. Might be able to give them an opportunity to kind of grab some of that gear that they need. You can kind of snake the mobile buy a little bit, but SGP goes huge. We see a lot of the members of the Falcons go down. Only one player from the Falcons left alive, trying to stay there, trying to hang on hope. But meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we have Twisted Minds going huge, taking out Team Omint.
Yeah, and Biffle here just wants to play for top 5. He wants to get themselves that next multiplier onto the 1.4, but he has Team Abwiz looking back at him, and they know that they can get him off the board here. Biffle makes a play for the gas, and we've seen this squad pull off so many gas plays, but you have got a lot to do at this point. But you do have the cash if you can make the rotation. You also have the PDS in pocket. Biffle looking to go huge and bring his side back into the fight.
This is just such a classic Falcons play. They know this map. They know where the buy stations are. And you can see Biffle is trying to fly around. There you go. Finally finds the buy station on the boat. So he'll be able to have enough cash to, looks like he invests in a gas mask potentially, and only one player. He did have the 7,400. Could got both teammates back, but it seems like, hey, he wanted to kind of get some gear, wanted to be able to at least get one player back on in. Zone does go ahead and pull, and it is going to see a lot of players try and fight for this space.
We've got so many squads trying to rotate in for a prison, and we will finally see our Falcons fall before our end circle. They are out of here, cleaned up by Fnatic, looking to claim themselves closer to that top spot. Zone's actually pulling off favorably for Fnatic, who have prison rooftop control. Everyone else is going to have to fight in the layer cake, the quagmire as we called it, of prison.
Twisted Minds, they did fantastic game number 1. Fnatic in game number 2, and it feels like it's going to be up to either one of them to clutch this one on out, but it's not over yet because you got AB Wiz, you got Izun, and SGP Syndicate to get through before you can get to that end game. A little bit of a top team on top team violence as Twisted Mind tries to rotate on out. Skullface will find Smith, and actually also AB Wiz, as we're starting to see a flurry of eliminations come on through as SGP Syndicate will be able to take down Aiden on rotation. Fnatic have been able to move themselves into zone. They are waiting here. They are going to be the gatekeepers of this final circle.
I actually love this play. I think this is absolutely massive from Team AB Wiz. They've managed to find themselves the rooftop. It will give them a lookout over everyone else as the rest of the lobby bleeds. We're into our top 5, and Prodigy picks himself up a kill. Knight gets the confirm on another, and we are just seeing Fnatic try and hold the low ground. The PDS is coming on out there up at top. However, Zone continuing to shrink. We have Team Eisen still fighting in this. Fnatic holding on just about, and Twisted Minds have one player, but all 3 of Team Abwiz fall. Prodigy and Abwiz just about staying up, and they have another PDS to play out from.
But unfortunately, Prodigy did fly back on down below, so he will go down. Only one player remaining from Team AB Wiz as Z-Smith tries to make the play into the gas. And Noobs and Almond, they're kind of reaping the rest of this lobby. Rodrigo will go down to the gas as we're starting to see AB Wiz start to try and get the self off on the roof. I don't know if it matters. I don't think it does. And wow, we see Falcons go down early, and yeah, it's Fnatic. They are feeling good in that game.